I need better flow through on that. I gave myself, oh my goodness, what is going on here? 15 or 5 seconds more. There we go. Okay. To be able to do all the things that I need to do. It isn't like, hey, I think I just want to screw around and make everybody sit through a countdown. The countdown to me is very annoying because I am one of those people that wants to get shit going right now. And so countdowns are kind of annoying. They're like an ADHD thing. But it's also, I'm working in the background and trying to get some different things working in the background. So Amy CRN, good morning. So here we are. Good morning, Cherry Blossoms. Good morning, Samantha. If you hear me talking to people that aren't on your spot, it's because I have 5 different spots coming in at the same time. Multitasking, right? Look at OP. I've been outside. Jenny A, good morning. Monica Pearson as well. I've been outside in the rain. So yeah, that's been fun. There's Ashley. Good morning, Ashley. I'll be in the store shortly. Yeah, probably after 12. I've got a hot mess in there. I'm doing a inventory on the store, a physical inventory in the store, and so the stores. You can actually. I'm horrible at this. mymysticallife.com. You can go there, or you can go to themysticalmoons.com, and it'll take you to our store. And we have so many crystals, you guys, that it is mind-boggling to have to do inventory. Right, Ashley? It's mind-boggling. I mean, seriously, thousands of crystals, thousands. And so we're having to go through and do all the inventory so we can make sure that when somebody buys something online that we actually have it in stock, which is mostly the case. But every once in a while, people pull something out and I'm like, where did you even find that in the store? Like, seriously, I can't even find that in the store. So yeah, we're doing inventory. But you can go to mymysticallife.com and find the store or the Mystical Moons. And if you're in Ohio or in the surrounding area, we're a hell of a lot of fun. Okay, so this morning, I want to let's start off with a card. Let's start off with a card for everybody. Let's do that. Let's do a community card to start with. And where are we starting? Oh, we're going to start with animals this morning. That seems like a good thing, right? Good morning. It's so interesting for me to watch TikTok. So I have all my other feeds over here, and then I have a separate TikTok feed over here. And I get to see all these people scroll through. They're like, I don't know what everybody's looking for. So if you're on TikTok, let me know what you're looking for. I'm interested. I'm not being a smartass. I'm interested. Like, people come in and they leave, and they come in and they leave, and they come in and they leave. And I'm not sure what draws their attention, because I can guarantee you I'm not doing my makeup. Okay. I'm not doing a TikTok trend. I'm not going to do those things, but I am going to give you the information that your guides want you to know if you're so called. I don't have a list. I don't ask for money, all those things. This is my fun time. This is my bullshit time. This is when we get on, we have a good laugh, and we create community. That's what I'm here for, creating community. And this is the way I feel it. It's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune big wheel, the big spin the wheel thing, and where it lands, those are the people that are supposed to be here. Those are the people that are here for the growth and the laughter and the joy and the lifting of the energy and here for fun, right, Kate? Right? We're here for fun. It's a great way to start the day. And I'm not saying I'm a great way to start the day. I'm saying that being amongst other people that are looking for inspiration or a message or whatever, they land where they're supposed to be. Absolutely. They land where they're supposed to be. But it's so interesting for me to see all these names filter through, because what are they looking for in life? What is the dopamine drive that's going to stop them? I'm not going to do it. Let me be clear. I am not a monkey. I'm not going to go jump around and do all the things to make people like me. I'm not going to do that. But what I am going to say is, I'm asking, what is it? What is it you're looking for? Because it's important. We can scroll through all day long. Who gets lost? Who gets lost on the Facebook videos? Oh my God. It's like falling into a hole. I get it. But I can have, you guys, and I've seen the statistics on the TikTok thing. 2,000 people see this and go through. 2,000. And I was like, holy shit. Anyway, looking for the good stuff. Yeah, absolutely. I just, this is something, okay, this is where we're going today. Okay. I never know where I'm going to start. I never know what we're going to talk about when we get on here, right? It's always very varied and God, that's annoying me. It's very varied and it's what, it's what Spirit says is what we're going to talk about. And so let's talk about conforming to social media. I stopped scrolling because you asked here and leaving and why. Right. And you don't have to stay, Tina. We have a good time here. Right. I think of this as our meeting group. Jenny says I'm having trouble adjusting to TikTok, but I'm trying. I'm on TikTok because business-wise I need to be. I'm honest. I'm very honest. TikTok is not the pin that I'm going to put in the wall and be like, this is my end all do all. I want to be a TikTok star. That's not it. But to be able to talk to a bunch of people and bring a bunch of people together, we need to use what is available and what is laid before us, right? So here we are on TikTok and YouTube and Facebook, and I would be on Instagram absolutely if I didn't have to do all the extra things to jump through hoops to get on there on a live. Because like my hair, which takes very little of doing, I don't want to do that either. Oh, I'm very real, Tina. Is this your first time, Tina Woodruff? Is this your first time here? We are very real here. The conversations that go on within the groups that are whatever page you're on, where you're on YouTube. YouTube following is growing well. All the things like that. But we're here. We're here to, honest to God, we are here to make friends, not and to build community, not just to jump on and get a free freaking reading. That's what we're here for. So grab your coffee. I don't have caramels in my coffee. I used to have pot caramels in my coffee, but I don't anymore. Well, welcome, Tina. Because she can't ship them anymore, but they were really good. But because I'm a little hyper, it calmed me down in the morning. But so now I just take coffee and it has the opposite effect. Let's pull a card, shall we? I didn't get to go for my walk this morning, so you're not getting the whole drug out Lisa like I just did 2 miles. So this morning is I was outside helping my husband. He's not here, but I had to sell his farm equipment for him. And so the guys are out there and I'm having to run around and do a bunch of stuff to help him figure out, whatever. And the peacock sneaks around the corner and I'm like, not today, Satan. You cannot attack perfect strangers. Okay. You cannot come over here and just like be the fancy sparkly chicken and lure people into thinking you're cute and then come after us. So I come around the corner. Anyhow, you have a dress on today, first time in years, Monica. Good for you, girl. Does it feel like? Do you feel dressed up? Morning, everybody. Good morning. Okay. Here we go. Ta-da. I do have my own deck of cards. You guys know that, right? I don't have them online for sale. But I do have them, and when I put them back into print, you guys will know. They'll be back in the store. I do have. I'll pull them out here in a little bit. Inner knowing. Sounds like your ex. Jenny, I just figured out what you were talking about. Talking about the peacock. Sounds like your ex. All sparkly. And then whatever. Tell me that is not so. See, this is why we're here, Tina. This is why you're here this morning. She said peacock. I had 2 break into my house a few years ago. They're allowed. You had peacocks break into your house? Oh, you're killing me already. Oh my gosh. I think Tina's part of the tribe. Guys, it's fabulous. Oh, they're so loud and they're so messy and they're so obnoxious. Okay. Oh, the card. I'd already pulled it. Shit, now it's gone. But I know what it was. And it's about inner knowing. And I've been talking about this. Let me see if I can find it. I've been talking about this a lot recently because I am not above saying I am going through some shit, right? We all have things that we're going through on where in the it's gonna be the last card to look at. Where is it? I've been going through some stuff and oh there it is. The last card I looked at. I've been going through some things, and I think collectively we've been going through some things, right? And this is about inner knowing. This is about, I need my son to come over and fix the computer. No, really, who else has had peacocks break in? I'm there with you. I've never had one break into my house. Did they come with a shank and be like, let me in? I'm here for the seed. Here for the cat food. Oh my God. Raccoons? Oh, those are destructive little critters. But I want one. I want to hold it. I don't want to keep it, but I would like to hold it. I'd love to hold an otter. Okay, we got to stay in between lines. You guys invite friends because we're having a lot of fun. Okay, so inner knowing. On a more serious note, I've had shifts. I've had things going on vibrationally. I am going to encourage people. If you feel the need, and if you feel the nudge, if you feel the nudge to meditate, please do so. And I'm not one to preach about meditation. I rarely meditate. But when I feel the nudge, I do. And I feel the nudge. And I was so I was in the shop yesterday working, and I try when people come into the store, I don't want people because they all whisper. It is hysterical. Everybody whispers. We have these huge ceilings. So our shop, ISIS. It's ISIS, you guys. Okay, ISIS is one of the founding members of the My Mystical Life membership, which we just closed about a month and a half ago. And she is an incredible intuitive and a wonderful friend. And I hope all is well because I haven't heard from her in a while. I'm missing people. Anyway, so if you feel the need to meditate, so I turned on this music. We were in the old J.C. Penney's building. It's 3 stories tall, and it's got the old tin ceilings at the top. It's absolutely stunning building, but everything reverberates. So the same can be said about whatever I put on the great big television that's on the wall. And I put on a chakra dhyana, and it was all the tones in going and breathing through and bringing in light and love to your chakra system. And I'm standing there, and they're shopping around. People are shopping around all day because I had it on all day. And my system is going, and I'm going, I really just want to sit down on the couch and close my eyes and experience it. Because that's how quickly we can change our energy, you guys. We can change it from to here so quickly with a little bit of intention. So this inner knowing I'm going with today is know when to be and know when to be calm, right? Know when you need to slow down. And this is probably not what this card says. I guarantee this is not what this card says. But this is what my message is. Know when to slow down. Know when you've taken too much on. Know when you need to breathe and when you need to go out for a walk or sit in nature. And this is, I'll read it to you because my guides tell me to read it. I don't usually do that. You are brave. You are a brave traveler. Okay. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way every day in every way, right? Be confident you will achieve your destination. I'm going to talk to you about that in a second, Monica. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry, you are blessed. Let yourself fly. I mean, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? So know yourself well enough to know what you need, and then follow through on it. Follow through on it. Because if you're going to go against what you know you need, then if you start falling apart, who the hell's fault is it? Personal responsibility. Anyways. No. Monica says, I love skunks. Monica. I always have some sort of messed up story about what's going on here on the property. So Sam has the Darth Vader mask on when he sleeps, right? And if it's not fitting right, if it doesn't fit quite right, if it fits right, you don't hear anything. But if it doesn't fit quite right, I'm sleeping next to, Anakin 2.0. And so I woke up the other night, in the middle of the night, I woke up like, now my first thought is that our oldest, who lives upstairs, was smoking a joint because it's illegal, right? I can't get mad anymore. So I thought, and then I come out the bedroom and I'm like, no, that smell is only in our room. And so I go back in the bedroom and I'm like, what the hell is going on? So there's a skunk out by the pond, is what I'm thinking, right? There's a skunk by the Carrie. I was watching one of your lives last night. Or I saw a recording of your live. So you guys, you can follow Carrie Silver, Lining Mina on YouTube. I think it was YouTube. And so anyways, back to I digress. So I was like really horrified because I'm like, oh, there's a skunk. There's a skunk. Now we have chickens and we have ducks and geese, right? And they lay eggs right back here this way. So I come in. Now Sam doesn't smell anything. Sam doesn't smell anything because Sam's oblivious. He's like Anakin 2.0, right? Okay. So I'm in bed going, no. We can't have these skunks here. So last night, he went to bed before I did because I was finishing something on work. And I go into the bedroom and I'm like, oh God. It's that bad where it hits your mouth before it hits your nose. And you taste, right? So I was like, oh God, this is bad. This is bad. I think a skunk, because a goose laid a nest right under our bedroom window. And now the air conditioner's in it. And it has that little, like, cheap little vent that keeps the cold air in the room and the hot out, right? I think a skunk is out there spraying the goose to get it off the nest outside my window at night. And I'm like, oh, this is, and I hate to move the goose, but the goose has got to go. Goose has got to move. I cannot have this shit going on. Thank you. These were a gift from Laura. These were a gift from Laura. Absolutely. Laura and I are talking. Isis, would you like to get up? Not right now. Not right now, obviously. But would you like to come out and do readings with me one day? Would you like to do that? It'd be fun. We'd do an evening reading, a special then. Might even bring my husband if he behaves right. Elizabeth! Liz Caputa, how are you? Oh my God. Carrie says the AC blasted fire ants into her bed. Absolutely. What did I say? Oh, I did say that, didn't I? Yeah, I did say that. There's Jessie. Hi, Rachel. And I'm wonderful. How are you, Liz? I'm wonderful. Fire ants in the bed. No. I even get goosebumps thinking about fire ants. I had a very tragic fire ants incident years ago. So horrible. Those, those, I don't understand them. I don't understand why they're even on the planet. I don't understand it. No reason whatsoever. Driving through Texas, there's fire ant hills everywhere. I'm like, there's a movie about this. I've seen it. I saw that movie. It's terrifying. Message me, ISIS will set up. Penny. Okay, moving on. Can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Let's see who is here. If you are new to the feed, this is how Brandy Vale, vacuum time. If you are new to the feed, Sassy Mama, good morning. This is how I see who's here, right? This is how I know who is watching at the moment. And being tested in the Metatron to do some 2x4 therapy on a few people. I take a knock, but geez. Liz, it's going on. There's a lot of that going on right now. It's in the air. There's a lot of 2x4 therapy going on right now. A lot of shifts. So I'm going to tell you really quickly before I have to do reading, but somebody remind me about time folds. When I say, hey, what am I talking about? Okay, no, no problem, Jesse. Remind me about time folds if I ask, okay? So Jesse's like, please don't give me any more readings. I don't want that right now. Robin's still in her jammies. That's awesome. Okay, here we go. I have to do a reading and then I want to talk about time fold. Lizzie, good afternoon. Morning, what time is it? Okay. I actually have to go with Lizzie. I'm sorry. Lizzie, hi. I know you just popped on. Hi, how are you? Maybe you just popped on. I don't know. Maybe you've been watching. Okay. Marsha Brewer, welcome. Lizzie, I want to, I know this is not the right deck. Okay. I want to talk about, okay. Are you on? Okay, so I have Elizabeth Caputa and on Facebook and then Lizzie on YouTube. Are you the same person, Liz? Are you the same person? I have Lizzie on YouTube, but then I will do Elizabeth. I'll do you after this, Elizabeth. Absolutely. I did that. That was me. That's my bad. Lizzie, I want to talk about spiraling. So I will always give you the message. I don't answer a lot of questions on here other than that people ask straight out. I'm always going to give you the message that your guides want you to know, that your other side wants you to know. Okay, you're not the same person. Okay, that your spirit team wants you to know. It may not be what you think you need the answer to, and sometimes what they have come across can be a little difficult, right? So I want to talk about spiraling. I want to talk about people keep messaging me. I'm hearing a double entendre times 10. So Lizzie, I want to talk about spiraling, and I want to talk about mood swings, and I want to talk about ups and downs and highs and lows and moments in time where we feel as if we are the only person that's going to be there for ourselves. And I need you to know that this is an ebb and flow. How do I get a reading? So when I do say, give me a whoop whoop, that is how I know that people are still on the page, because people come and go so quickly. That's how you know, Dawn. That's how I don't have a list. I go who spirit wants me to call for. So Lizzie, I feel like there are days that we have to realize that we are our best resource, but we are never alone. We are never alone. If you could close your eyes, and I kind of challenge you guys to do this too, because this is how I started on my journey. I've not done this my whole entire life. I didn't start till I was 38, and then my life shifted dramatically, right? But if you can close your eyes and take your energy in and pull it right tight into the middle of your chest, and just kind of bring your awareness right to the middle of your chest, right? And breathe there for a minute. And then slowly start to open yourself back up and push that energy field out and fill the room, wherever you are, whether you're outside, inside, or whatever. Fill the area around yourself. And then instinctively pinpoint where you feel something, where you feel like I should point there, or I feel warmth there, or I feel a presence there, I feel a pressure here. Where do you feel something? So many of us are absolutely 100% aware that there's somebody there around us, but we don't understand that's what it is. So, Lizzie, you're never alone, even on the days that suck, right? And the reason my glasses are bothering me for some reason. They're showing me a spiral, but it's going downward, and then it comes upward, and it goes downward. And the other thing I want to talk about this particular spiral is you're your own self healer. You are an energy healer. We all are, but some people have better flow for it. Whether it doesn't matter what your belief is, we are all healers. We have the capacity to work on our own energy field in our own body. But I would love for you to realize that you have so many people there for you. And I'm not saying that you're like low down and depressed or anything, but I think this is something you need to realize throughout your whole entire life. You need to feel helped and supported. And that's not a weakness, by the way. That's not a weakness. That is part of being part of something. That's what it is. Summer Dawson, Maria, hi, how are you? I saw your question a little bit ago. And let me finish this and I'll tell you what I can tell you. And I'll just do it now. I don't remember what your reading was. Only because this is the way my brain works. It lets go of information. Renee Shellum, how the hell are you? My intuitive brain works. It lets information and it evacuates it right away, pretty much like within hours. Lizzie says, interesting. I felt behind me, my back. Yes, I had a spiral a few days ago, bad ones. Okay, so just know that you are all. That's what your spirit team wants you to know. You're not alone. Ask questions. This is the biggest downfall, you guys. So many people, we don't ask questions of our spirit team. We just don't. Where you should be. I did this today. I was walking through the garage, and I felt the need to talk to my spirit team. And I'm going to try not to cry in this. Part of my spirit team is my father, and so many things in my life have shifted because of the year I got to spend in Texas with him before he passed away. And I was walking through the garage today, and I just happened to look at his Jeep because I keep his Jeep, like the sacred Jeep, in the garage. And I'm really, really picky about his tools and his Jeep and his stuff, right? And it occurred to me that I never really had told him I was grateful. So I took a moment and I said, you know what? Because I just felt him right there. And I said, you know what? I am so grateful for you. Grateful to you, grateful for all the experiences and all of the things that I got to be a part of, because I got to be part of his life. And I had that conversation with him, and I didn't know I needed that. I needed to acknowledge that I was grateful to him. So the conversations don't always go how you think they're going to go. You may feel called to just say whatever you need to say. Do that. And practice, Lizzie, feeling out for your guides. Practice reaching out to them, because they're there, you guys, to have a conversation. That's why they're there. They're there to have a conversation. They're there to be of assistance. I know. And I will admit, Jenny, I was like, because my father's always around. And anybody that knew Bill or watched Bill online when he was alive, I'll have to play some of his replays because he's just a big energy. Bill and lights. Absolutely. He's a big energy. Okay. Penny talks to hers all the time. Okay. So Liz Caputa, you here? Liz, are you still here, Liz? I'm not gonna do that to you, girl. Are you still here? Lizzie, I hope that's helpful. I do hope that's helpful. And And this is why we build community. Because there are some times that we need to be able to go, I just have a need to be around people that understand where I'm at. I have a need to raise my energy up. Right? That's why we meet together. Liz, are you still here? Bill was big energy. He absolutely was. So the day Bill passed away, I was, after you're a caregiver for I was only a caregiver for a year. And I can't even call it that. I can't even call it that. And the day he passed away, it was a very, very, very traumatic moment, because he didn't pass away from his lung like we thought he was going to. He broke a leg and they wouldn't fix it, and they sent him home with a broken leg. And so there was no pain pills for this, right? It was a double break. And you can't cover that with pain. You can't cover that up. And so it was absolutely horrible. I couldn't sleep for months. And so I went in my bedroom that night and I went, what do I do now? And I know I go home to Ohio, right? I go home to my husband and my family, but what do I do now? Because I was lost. And I was sitting on the edge of my bed, and clear as day, you know how hard it is for a spirit to bring across an auditory, an out loud voice. Normally it's in here, right? It's this, but you know how hard it is for them to bring out an auditory response. And I heard him say, whatever you want. Whatever you want. And I was like, holy crap, what are you doing here? I mean, it's not what I thought, but I was like, what are you doing here? Because it takes him a while, right? Usually, but not him, not Bill. I swear he went back for like 5 minutes and he came back and he's been here. He's just here all the time. Anyhow, there we go. Bill's amazing. He's always around. He's part of my spirit team. We don't talk to ourselves. We talk to them. Monica Peterson, most of the time when we're talking to ourselves, we're talking to spirit, right? It's got to sound like your own voice. Anyways, I don't see that Liz is still here. So let me talk about the time fold. Renee. Bill's special. I will agree. Diana Bradley says Bill, not for Bill, he was special. Bill is a big energy. There's a huge story that goes, because I didn't know Bill my whole life. I didn't meet him until I was like 26. And there's a huge story that goes there. But we have so many correlations, spiritual correlations, that we didn't know anything about each other. And the Metatron connections and the Merlin connections, Mirrodrin and the Green Man, and all of these syncs that happened between him and I. We were sitting down talking one day and I'm like, holy crap. So you can't make it up. You can't make some of these synchronicities up. When you run into somebody, I guess this is where we're going. When you run into somebody in your life that has so many syncs, you just have to sit there and go, holy cow, there is something out there more, because this doesn't happen by accident. This doesn't happen by accident. Ruby says, I've reached a stage in my life where I like solitude, away from people and all the humdrum of life, just peace and solitude. Oh God, I've lived there my whole life. I like peace and quiet. The television. Sam doesn't have to ask where the television remote is because generally I haven't touched it. I like nice, quiet, all that. Absolutely. Okay. All right. So time folds. Someone gets your weird. Prairie Gypsy, yes. Good day, Johnson. Merlin always helps. So Mirrodrin. I work with Metatron often. Metatron was Mirrodrin, who was Merlin of Fable. And sacred geometry, you guys, if you have a lot of sacred geometry coming into your life, that's what hello, there's my sister. I haven't seen her online in a long time. When we have a lot of sacred geometry coming into life and we're like, I don't understand it, I feel like I'm lost. That's when we say, watch for the 2x4 therapy. Because that is when he is really trying to help and push. When I see a sync, I make sure to tell the universe, thank you, out loud, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So timefold. Now I'm lost on that. Anybody else feel like things are just jumping? I never experienced feeling spirits around me until my boyfriend passed away, or a best friend or boyfriend, I'm not sure. And boyfriend, he's here all the time. Right? We feel him. We know, because you know why? Because we know their energy. We know the energy, right? I know Bill's energy. I know Sam's dad's energy. So when they come into the room, I'm like, oh, this is what makes being a medium challenging. Okay. But when you know somebody's energy and they've passed away, and then you feel that, it's like a hug. It's like a hug. Take it. It's been crazy. I try to take a deep breath. I'm sure with you, Dinah, it's been crazy, right? New home and all. Working on all that. So, I mean, when we are reaching over to the other side, be aware of that as well. I can't go back to the timefold thing because it's already gone by. And I had something my guides wanted to talk about it, and it's already moved on. Good morning, Randy Scott. Okay, can I get a whoop whoop in the room? Let's do a whoop whoop. I'm supposed to. Oh, hey, you guys. I had a thing happen yesterday. A lot of people are on Ghost Squad Scotland, right? A lot of people are on Ghost Squad Scotland as a YouTube channel. Somebody commented yesterday, and I wanted to comment back so badly, but I could not figure out how to get onto comment on Ghost Squad Scotland. So don't forget, we have our own YouTube channel. It is something. It is My Mystical Life. Well, I don't know. He told me to put a link up here. I don't know how to do that. Hold on. Let me see if I can do that. Because it was so sad, I could not comment on somebody's. I felt so bad because they were just. Oh, there it is. Well, that's good to know. I wanted to comment, and it was such a lovely comment they gave, and I'm just like, I think you guys can get there from there. I don't know, but yeah. So we have we broadcast on Ghost Squad Scotland as well, but we do have our own YouTube channel, and I think we're like something like 47 away from 1,000. I don't know what that means. I don't know. I don't know the importance of that, but there we are. Okay, let's see. Let's go with. Hold on. Stuart Nottingham. Are you still here? Are you still here? You're almost done. I'm so excited for you, Dana. Cannot get there from here. Okay, but if you look up, I don't know how to do it. Oh, here it is. Oh, that's not it. That's not it either. Okay, so it is. It's YouTube/mymysticallife, and you can get there. Let me remove that one. I can't. Oh wait, no, I can't. Screw it. Here, let's do this. YouTube. I need to cut my nails. /mymysticallife. There you go. I think that'll work. Let's try that. But yeah, so it just hurt my heart that I couldn't go and talk to this person. You can figure anything out. Sometimes when I'm under pressure like this, I'll sit and dissect this later and figure it out. But right now, it's not happening. Okay, so Stuart left. See, this is the people come and go. That's why we ask for a whoop whoop. Let's go with Isis. Oh, Isis. Yeah, I have no idea. But we do have our own YouTube channel, and it hurt my heart that I couldn't reply. I asked him to reply for me, and it was so sweet. It was so sweet. Okay, Isis, are you here? Isis, they're like, you don't need the fluff. You know what that means, right? I haven't as much, Jesse. Isis. I'm pulling. Oh, wow. Okay, it's time to cut the chains. It's time to step away from any form of drama. I am not, Jenny. I'm usually between 9 and 11. I'm not sure what fluff is though. Fluffy, fluffy, fluffy. I don't have a regular time. I try to be here between 9 and 11, but it's just Monica, have a great day. My schedule is, I just need to do it. I need to put a schedule together where I'm online, and I've never done that. It doesn't feel right. I have to do it feels right. Okay. Isis, being stalled in life, not moving forward, not living to your fullest joy, has everything to do with cutting off the drama and just stepping beyond other people's issues. So I'm going to show you the cards that I have, and then you can construe them to yourself as well. That is that whole betrayal, the anxiety, the right of the swords, overthinking as well, and that's caused a stall. That had caused a stall, because I laid out enough cards that living in disagreement, and then stepping away from the things that don't serve you, stepping into mystery and the unknown and the oh shit, right? And starting to learn to trust again. But you have to let go of the things. You have to let go of the subconscious things, the things that will stop you from putting one step down in front of the other, right? And then once you totally break all those patterns and those chains, that's when that Chariot card turns over. That's when things start to move in such a wonderful manner that you get to move through very carefree. You get to move through with hope and love and laughter, and get ready for all of the mystery, because you have everything you need to do so. And your soul is not ready to, it's not going to stay in one spot. I learned a big lesson from my most recent relationship. It makes so much sense. I'm supposed to pull you one more card. And I'm not supposed to pull it from the tarot because they say no. I love this deck. The reason I love this deck is, first of all, I think it rings for you so well, Isis. I cannot wait to spend a couple weeks with you in Egypt. I'm like so stinking excited that I can't even take it. Which leads me to Savannah. Anybody interested in going and having a hella good time with us in, not Savannah. Damn it, we're not going to Savannah this year. We did that 2 years ago. And we went on the cruise last year. This year we're doing Sedona. So anybody interested in going to Sedona with us and having a really good time, you can find all the information at mymysticallife.com on the front page. But that's my disclaimer. Anyhow, or my disclaimer, that's my sales pitch. All right. The reason I love this deck is because this resonates with your energy. Old soul, knowledgeable, in tune. Boy, you're getting ready for an upgrade. You know that? Do you feel your upgrade coming, Isis? You have got to feel it. It's like a slight ringing in the ears, almost a push. Here we go. Like Metatron's lurking behind you, ready to hit me with a 2x4. That, I hope you feel it because it's coming. They're like, step forward with that humility. Dr. Elvira Paxton is close to Sedona and Scottsdale. Yeah, it's coming. You have something coming. Upgrade for Isis. And don't worry, you don't have to do anything to prepare. You're doing everything you're supposed to be doing. But tell them that it's okay. Tell your spirit team when you're ready that it's okay to initiate the upgrade. Right? Exciting. I see a lot of my mystical lifers. It has nothing to do with my mystical lifers, just because I know you guys, right? I know your spiritual journey. I see a lot of people bumping up. Time to level up. Time to level up. Absolutely. Yeah, Jenny A's like, I feel something coming on a good way. Just wish I knew what it was. So this, we'll go back to the time folding. I guess that's what we're going to do. So my guides are talking about, we'll maybe do a little channeling. My guides are talking about the reality that, we're going to do some channeling. Okay. They're talking about the reality that we are sitting in right now and how that reality folds in on other realities. And we have to be able to feel ourselves firmly rooted where we're at, to be able to see the different ways that things are going on in our life, to see the different theories and the different insights and the different perspectives, and be at peace and grace with them. We need to be able to allow people to grow at their own speed. Not everybody has to grow at our speed, because we are all put here for different purposes. We are all put here for different awarenesses and awakenesses on this planet. We're not all going to be part of that 1% that creates the new awareness that's going to lift up the planet, because that's not how this goes. We are an important part of what brings on, that's so weird, the evolution of the next generation. There is a new awareness coming with the next generation. We're like the foundation. We're like the foundation of this whole new world. And I know people want to think that it's because we have this ascension going on and we're all going to go la, 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 and we're all going to be like living in bliss. That is not it. That is not it. Our awareness, our awakening is the right here, right now. Finding the peace in the soul, not the meat suit. We're not talking about the meat suit. We're talking about finding the peace in the soul, living in the moment. When we can live in this moment, oh God, this is so wild. When we live in this moment right here, right now, we are covering so many different dimensions. We are stepping into a state of grace. We're stepping into a state of love. And that feeling right there opens up all the other timelines for us. We just have to have that awareness. It doesn't mean that a different timeline is going to be like all of a sudden the Berenstain Day Bears is spelled differently, right? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about an awareness, a collective knowledge, a feeling of completeness. That's what we need. So when time starts, it feels like a time fold. Here we need to give grace. We're not all on the same level. We're not all doing the same thing. We're not all going to the same church. If you go to church, we didn't sign up on the same sheet every time. We signed up for different things so we could learn. Think of it as relay races at school, right? When we're signing up for all the after the end of the year thing, when we're in elementary school, like, well, I know I could do really well at the sack race, but hurdles are not my thing, you know? So we're signing up for the things that we think we need work on, not the things we're good at. Um, but yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting. So I know that ISIS has some stuff going on. It's interesting, totally. I said that already, though. Maybe it's doing the time warp. It's interesting. Absolutely. Ooh, there's another earthquake. My guides to talk about earthquake, and I'm like, where? Out west somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know where. Okay. Learned my lesson. No gifts the next year. Oh, I saw that you opened your Christmas gift. Church is not my thing either. I'm spirit. You're right. I feel like I'm closer to the divine than if I had stepped my foot in a church. When we first moved to Idaho, I know it's out west. All I know. So my guides are really good at trip and falls, sinus infections, and earthquakes. And there is a earthquake on the horizon. I don't know where. Out west. It's out west. They showed me Yellowstone on the west of Yellowstone. Is what they said. They had earthquake in Idaho. If this is a new one coming. A little to the west of Yellowstone. Autumn! Down by Boise. I'm sorry. I just had a brain blank. Like, what? Okay. So anyhow, as we go through our day, I hope everybody takes the time to reach out with your own energy and feel those that you know the people that are around you by their vibration. And then, as I said earlier, this kind of makes it difficult for a medium because we have to go with visual clues or clues in the mind's eye as to who somebody is related to somebody. So that makes it a little bit more difficult for us. But for you, you know what your loved ones feel like. When you walked into your grandmother's house or your great grandmother's house or your mom's house and you knew that that's the energy that was there, pay attention to it, talk to it, ask for guidance. And I mean to tell you, there's nothing like getting that hug of energy. They're saying that they're close to the surface down by the Four Corners. They're expecting more. I love the Four Corners area. I do. Shiprock. Out that way. Anyhow. All right, everybody. I have work to do. This is my fun time. Everybody, find light, find love, find joy. Feel divine. Because every day in every way we are all part of the divine. And if Sam were here, he would say, may the light be with you always. And I have some readings to schedule with people, and there'll be some evening special events coming up. Laura is going to do some reading. I'd love to read with Isis. Actually, I love just reading. Renee, you have a blessed day. I miss you. We might be coming up through that way. Maybe we could stop and do dinner or something. I have to see Sam's stepmom. We have to go visit her. Anyhow, everybody have a great day. And Ellie and I were talking about getting on a reading together. So I'm open to reading with the My Mystical Lifers all the time. Just let me know. All right, everybody, have a great day. And I will see you. I will be on tomorrow between 9 and 10. Somewhere in that time frame I'll pop on. So, all right. Oh, what kind of dog do you have, Cindy? I saw Basset Hound puppies online. See, look how that happens. I saw Basset Hound puppies online. I can't. This one's 15. I want, but it's going to be so hard. So hard. Because he's suffering. He's not suffering. He's struggling at the moment. But I don't need a dog. Keep telling me I don't need a dog. Keep telling me I don't, because it'd be that or a Great Dane. I don't need a dog. I don't need a dog. I don't need. I don't need a dog. All right, everybody. We travel too much. Have a great day. Thank you guys so much, and thank you for being an enjoying community.